Alright, this video is about why reproductive responsibility falls on the female. The first reason is because nature puts the responsibility on the female, but I'll get more into that later. But the more important reason, I think, is because the women and their children are the ones who suffer after the man skips out. When you're a single mother, instead of splitting the responsibility of running a household and raising children between two adults, you have to do everything yourself, even if you're getting child support. Also, having children out of wedlock reduces your marriage options. Many men who have themselves together and have higher incomes and intelligence don't want to get with a woman who started her family without him. Women don't have as many reservations about dating and marrying single dads as men have with single mothers. Women are willing to forgive a lot if a man is a good provider and has other attractive traits, and if he makes pretty babies. Another reason women should be more responsible is because of diseases. If you're having unprotected sex with a man, you're more likely to catch something from him than he is from you. If you catch AIDS, you can blame the man all you want, but you're the one who's going to have to live with it. Alright, now let's talk about child support. Unless you get pregnant by a guy who's got some serious money, you're probably only going to get a few $100s a month, and you can't live off of that. Plus, you're taking all the losses I mentioned before just to get a few $100s a month in return. It's not worth it. Just a little interesting side note, I used to date a guy who worked in the child support office, and I'm not sure what the official name of the child support office is, and I don't have time to look it up. But anyway, he said he would see some women treat child support as a means of income. And before you guys assume that this was a bunch of black women, think again. In order for child support to be your come up, you got to get pregnant by the right type of guys. Doctors, lawyers, celebrities, not Joe Schmo who works at Taco Bell. Some of these chicks were pulling in $3,000 a month, some more, and they had no jobs of their own. Next point, here's why child support doesn't work as a good deterrent for men. It's because nature never intended for men to be selective or careful with their sperm, and that's why they have so much of it, and that's why sperm replenishes. The male in most animal species seeks to impregnate as many females as possible. He would do every single female if they would let him. But the female won't let just any male hit it. She wants the strongest male with the best genes. So the fact that the male will squirt it anywhere is balanced out by the fact that females choose who she wants for the father of her kids. A male can want to be a father all day and all night, but if he can't convince a female to mate with him and carry his offspring, he's SOL. I've made a video about this before, and maybe I'll put a link to that video in the description box, but I don't agree with child support. I believe men should be able to opt out of parenthood just like a woman can. And I also believe they should change the law so that if a wife has a baby by another man and the husband can prove it, he should not have to be responsible for the child if he chooses not to be. No man should be forced to take care of another man's legacy. And lastly, I'm going to talk about why females being responsible for reproduction does not fix the black community. This is because in humans, the community is what keeps females in line. In other communities and in the past, if a female got pregnant out of wedlock, she was shamed by the community and she was a disgrace to her family. Also, other men would not be as quick to marry her if she already had some other man's child. These things are not the case in the black community. Women are proud of being single mothers and there's no one to shame them. Also, there are still a lot of men out there who are willing to take on a woman who already has another man's kids. So where's the deterrent to black women getting pregnant out of wedlock? There is none. There's no shame and men will still take them. Also, women who didn't have a father in their lives don't see the value of a father in their children's lives. You can't expect someone who came from a broken situation to have the same sense as someone who did come from a good situation. It's true that I was raised without a father, but my mother always told me that that was wrong and that I should get married before starting a family. So a lot also depends on the mother too. But anyway, that's all I've got to say about that. Get off the sugar, get off the processed food. Drink water.